Hello, welcome to Bob's Dungeon. My name's Bob, I'll be your host. And in this video, we're going to look at some more alternative miniatures that you can use for your role-playing game. Now, as I've said it in the other video, I really don't use miniatures in my games. I just never cared to. But there are a lot of people out there that thrive on using miniatures for their games. So in this video, unlike last time, we're going to look at some miniatures that are extremely cheap, that you can get your hands on a lot, to kind of army build certain groups that your players can run into. And the reason we're looking at these now is because in most of the stores right now, Halloween decorations are going up already. So at the Dollar General stores, you can pick these guys up for $1 a pack. And you get 8 of them in a pack, and I got 3 different types. We'll look at all 3 of them. The packaging is really neat. It's got the clear bubble, so you can see all 8 different figures. And then on the back, it shows what's in there. So let's go ahead and open these guys up and see what we got. Okay, we're going to start with the coolest ones and kind of work our way to the less cool, but even the less cool are a sight to see. So we're going to start with the skeletons. You can see them in there. We'll open them up and look at them. And on the back of the packaging, it shows you the different stances and weapons and stuff they have. So let's go ahead and open these guys up and take a better look at them. And first off, we got this skeleton with a sword striking a pose. And they look a bit generic, yes, but they are pretty well detailed, especially in the skull. Then we got one with a sword and shield ready to attack. And again, he might look a little generic, but pretty well detailed. It's got that little sprue hole in the back. Nothing on the shield. I guess if you painted them, you could put your own stuff on the shield if you wanted. Then we got this guy with the axe. It's like he's just shaking his fist off you. Shaking his fist at you. Then we got another one here with an axe, and he's got wings, so that's pretty cool. You have an angel-like skeleton. Then we got one with the scythe. That's, for some reason, I think that would be like a more traditional weapon for a skeleton, because you think the Grim Reaper, skeleton, scythe. Then we got another skeleton with a hand axe, and this one has a shield. Again, nothing on the shield. Then we got the skeleton with the axe over his head and a shield. So it's pretty neat. You get 8 of these little guys. This guy's got a neat looking sword and a horn. So it's pretty neat. You get 8 of these little guys, and each one's different. But that's the skeletons. So let's take a look at mummies. That's right, mummies. It shows on the back what you get. The mummies look a little bit more goofy than the skeletons, but they are very serviceable as mummy miniatures, especially if you absolutely need to army build some mummies. We got this one with a scythe. The way they do the bandages there, it kind of looks like he's wearing a shawl. But yeah, he's not too bad. We got one with a bow staff, a stick. I guess he is going to join the mutant turtles. We got one with an axe over his head. Like I said, on the face, they look a little goofy. But they're very serviceable for mummies. They're a little thin, but then again, mummies are pretty much corpses and are typically thin. This guy's got a nice sword. See, I kind of like these. For $1, you can't complain. And they will definitely work. The army builds some undead troops for you for your miniatures game. We got this one with the axe. And this poor guy. This one makes me laugh. He's completely weaponless. It looks like he's just skulking down the hall. Just, ooh. Oh, I don't know. It just is silly. Oh, then we got another one that's completely weaponless. Arms at the side. I guess he's guarding, maybe. He's got a weird grin. And that's the mummies. Now, this last set is probably the goofiest of all of them, but still will work for your miniature needs. And that is witches. You got 8 different types of witches. Shows you on the back of the packaging what you got. Oh boy. Let's open these gals up and see what we got. Oh. Okay, first off, we got this one. She looks all happy. She's welcoming you to the gingerbread house, maybe. And next we got this one with the cauldron. But, you know, they might look a little goofy, but they are pretty detailed. Very thin, though. These gals, this one is flying on a broom. So that's kind of cool. But no, these gals, they look like they either have a lot of tapeworms or some kind of other parasite. Or maybe the witchery isn't paying much and they're supermodels on the side. Who knows? This one is kind of neat, kind of Harry Potter-ish. It's got the magic wand. But yeah, aside from being really, really super thin, this one has got a stick with a skull on it, which I kind of like. But aside from that, they're pretty well detailed, I think, especially for just $1 and getting 8 of them. Rich in her broom. Oh, we have a double. I guess they can be twin sisters. Oh, wait, no. The belt's different. This one's got that on the belt, tied or something. That one's got a plain belt. So, yes, 8 different ones. That's cool. Oh, and I like this. This one's got a crystal bowl. I think this one might be a guy. Either way, still very cool. But yeah, for $1, you get 8 different figures. And, you know, in these witches, you can use them as witches in the woods that they run into, or maybe even hags. Are supermodels because they're so thin. The mummies are pretty cool. And like I said, you get 8. So you can army build mummies if you're going to have them run into that kind of tomb. Or if there's a necromancer, you can army build some skeletons. And, you know, a bit of paint on these guys. And they'd be really cool. Like I said, they look a little cheap in places. But very serviceable. And that was my look at some more alternative miniatures that you can use for your game if you're really into that kind of thing. I'm not, but I know there are people are. And these ones are extremely cheap, so if you're looking for some inexpensive miniatures for your game to army build, like armies of the undead or what have you, these would really work out fine. So thank you for joining me at looking at these, and hopefully you'll join me next time where we'll talk about something else. Bye.